Hello and welcome to Maths with Jacob. This lesson will focus on standard deviation. This slide here will explain what this video is all about, so I'll leave it on for about 30 seconds and you can pause it for as long as you like before I move on to the next slide, which contains the rap song about standard deviation. Okay, I'll move on to the next slide now, which gives you the first three verses of the rap song. I'll leave this on for a short while, and then I'll move on to the next three verses. And now here are the next three verses of the rap song. And now we move on to the brief lesson about standard deviation. And here we are. So the question here is, find the standard deviation, the abbreviation is SD, for the following sample of scores. So it's very important to understand that this is a sample. It's not the population. So here we are. We have all the scores here. So the formula for standard deviation is this one. X minus x bar, all squared, the sum of those, all over n minus 1, and we find the square root, and that gives us a standard deviation. Where S is the standard deviation of the sample, X is the individual scores, that is this X here is each individual score. X bar is the mean of the sample, so it's the mean of those numbers, and n is the number of scores. So, firstly, via the formula we have to find the mean. So if we add the numbers up we get 144 over 12, so the mean is 12. So we worked out x bar. The formula then says we have to work out x minus x bar, which is each score minus the mean. So here we are, we've done that for each of the 12 scores. Okay, so that gives us each of the individual scores. Then the formula says we have to square each of those. Okay? So when we square each of those numbers, we get those answers there. The formula then says we have to add those up. So these numbers here have to be added. So when we add those up, we get 326. That's it there. Then we divide by n minus 1. The reason we divide by n minus 1 is because this is a sample. It's not actually the population. So that's why we divide by n minus 1. So n minus 1 is 11. So if we work out 326 divided by 11, which is n minus 1, that gives us 29.64. And the final calculation, to work out the standard deviation, the formula says find the square root of 29.64, and it's 5.4. So this is the value of the standard deviation. So now we move on to the next slide, which is the second last slide. So in this video I've provided a rap song and I've tried to integrate mathematics, English and music. If you found this video useful, please click the like icon and let me know your thoughts in the comments section. On the next slide you can click on the link if you would like to do the worksheet on this lesson, you are also invited to click on the subscribe button. So here is the next slide.